after I study, I got no contact. All these are excuses because winners do not live on excuses, even though your excuses is legitimate. All right. So winners do not live on excuses. So the next speaker, she's young, she's dynamite after college, people choose to be like, "Ayo, mommy, daddy, now COVID-19, I got no time to go out, I don't want to go out." But she's different. She's young, pretty, she's single, but not available. All right. So let's welcome Mel. You know what's Mel? Mok Elin. Put your hands together. Woo!
Hi everyone, thank you MPs for such a warming welcome. So hi everyone, Happy New Year to all of you. I hope everyone is safe and healthy. So how has it been? I hope 2020 was an awesome year for you, as it was for me. Now, if you're someone that took big opportunities in 2020, then maybe you can type like a 1 on the comment section. So let's see. Okay, Jaslyn. Oh, Jaslyn's my downline. So Justin, Alex, Philo. Wow, a lot of people. So okay, a lot of people really took big opportunities, and that's really good. I think like being in the ENAGIC business, it was really favoring to the situation. Don't you all agree? Because like a lot of people are more conscious of health, they are more receptive to learning, and some are even in dire need of financial turnaround. And I think a lot of us really went into that. We really helped all these people. There's a lot more to help, so continue on. I think that's how we actually took the opportunity in 2020 to really push our business to the next level. So congratulations to all of you who have benefited from year 2020, even though I do hope the situation will get better from now on. Okay, so before I move on to my journey as a 6A2, let me introduce myself. My name is Mok Elin and I'm 23 years old. I graduated in Monash in 2019 November. So this was before COVID, and it's really like before I can really fully carry out whatever I have planned for my life. So when COVID hit, my first reaction was like, shoot, COVID is really affecting what I was supposed to do. And before I know it, I became a 6A2. So actually there's a takeaway in this, okay? So the takeaway is, if we play victim in our story, we can never have control of our life. True? Because like, who else is responsible for the quality of our life but ourselves, correct? During the COVID season, which even until now, we are already in the right business. We are already in the right business. The question is, are we the right person? So actually I became 6A2 in 2020. Let me just give you a time frame. I started ENAGIC in 2017, September, when I was still in university. So then I became a 6A in 2018, around the same time. So it took me like a year. And okay lah, not long, not short. It's okay. And I actually got a lot of help from my uplines. So much so that I actually became a 4A without knowing how to do the marketing plan, without knowing how to do the business demo, without doing anything. Okay, I basically didn't know anything. So my job back then, when I first started to a 4A, I was only doing me. I was basically mingling with the aunties and the uncles, and I just connect them to the right uplines. And my uplines are so supportive people, really supportive people, very lovely people. So they really helped me a lot when I first started my ENAGIC business. And like I said, they are lovely people, but back then, when I became a 4A, I find them really cruel to me. Like, the reason why I say that, okay, maybe like a brat personality in me, but reason why I say that is because when I became a 4A, my uplines told me that it's time for me to take control of my business. They say this to me when I was doing part-time in ENAGIC. And so, you know, when I hear this, right, the question now is, do I want to continue on the ENAGIC business? So if you've heard me from previous EKW, you would know at the previous forte, you would know that The reason why I joined ENAGIC is because I do not want to rely on the pocket money that I receive from my parents. Like, I feel very ashamed, very embarrassed, and like the rebellious side in me is just don't want to get money from my parents. So then initially I started doing a lot of small jobs, and the pay wasn't really very good. And then I look at my siblings. My siblings were in ENAGIC. So my whole family is in ENAGIC, in fact. So my siblings started first, my older siblings, and when I was looking at them, they were very happy, less stress, so carefree. They're starting to buy their own car, starting to buy their own apartments, and I'm just here getting 500 ringgit a month, working like so much. And I couldn't brain it. So then that's how I started taking focus onto ENAGIC. That's when I started paying attention to ENAGIC. So when I became a 4A, I needed to pay for my university fees. So because I still don't want to rely on my parents' money and I need the money, so I continue on with ENAGIC. But you know, all of us, we all know the blueprint to becoming a 6A. We all know we need to do the product. We need to learn how to do product demo. The marketing plan, we need to know how to follow up. We need to know what to say, what not to say, how to say, why you're saying it. We need to know all of this. So this is the blueprint. And I'm sure, like, how many of us are here? 600 over people here today know what is the blueprint to becoming a 6A. The question is, knowing the blueprint, does it give you the result? Correct? Because like, we all know what to do, but what sustains us in this business? So then this is my secret sauce, okay? The secret to how all the leaders here today, all the speakers here today, I'm pretty sure we all are doing this right now. So let me share with you what's the secret sauce for me becoming a 6A too. And so basically my timeline is I took 3 years to become a 6A too. So now my secret sauce. So when I go onto the field, I apply all the blueprint, I take action. I realize that there's a lot of rejections, a lot of discouragement, a lot of skepticism, so much so that it's so sucking, you know. It's really so sucking. I back then I couldn't brain how people are doing it. And then I would bring all this frustration to my upline. I would rant to my upline, I would whine to my upline, I get very angry, I throw it on to my upline. And I think from this process, I myself learned how to be a leader. It's because I was observing how my upline was handling me. And you know, every time I whine and I rant to my upline will always tell me this. He will say, stop worrying about the potholes in the road. Just enjoy the journey. Because there are no limits to what you can accomplish except, you know, the limitations that you place on your own thinking. If you want your life to be like a masterpiece, then just imagine there's no limitation to, you know, what you can do, what you can have, what you can be. You know, my uplines will always be telling me this because they know why I am in ENAGIC. They know what's my why factor that constantly fire me up to keep going on. And because of this, right, because of this process that they do with me, I do it with my downline. So I duplicate the process of what my upline does to me to my downline. So now let me explain what's my why factor in ENAGIC. So the ENAGIC business, right, is like a driver, is that can give the capital money to me to really carry out the things that I'm passionate about. And I have a lot of things, and not just passionate about, but my dreams as well. So ENAGIC is really the cash flow business for me to unlock all of these things. And let me give you the most recent example, like the stock market. So actually, since young, I was very into the stock market. At the age of like 8-9 years old, I would follow my mom to her office. She's a wonderful lady, okay? And my parents, they are stockbrokers. So she's very patient with me since young. And every time I follow her, she will do this exercise with me. She'll tell me, okay, so now this company is at this price. So this is the background of the company. Do you want to invest? will you trade into the company? She will create scenarios like that for me, and then then I have to start thinking. Whether I want to do it, whether I don't want to do it. If I do it, what's my target price, etc. So my mom has been exposing me to this since a young age, and I'm really very passionate about the stock market. And you see, right? To be in the stock market, if you don't have the capital, if you don't have the seed money to invest or to trade, you cannot make a lot of money. The saying is true: if you have peanuts, you can only make peanuts. And during the March dip, because of the ENAGIC business, I was really able to grab the opportunity and grow my wealth during the March dip. Without ENAGIC, right, I really wouldn't have made the money I made from the stock market. And let's just do a real life example. I met my friend a few months ago. His name is Daryl. So he told me that he made around 23,000 ringgit from the March dip to like August with only 5,000 ringgit capital. And actually that's very good. The ROI is really good. So then subsequently he asked me how much I made. So I told him that I humbly told him that I made more than 200,000 with capital of 50,000. And how did I got this 50,000? It's actually from the ENAGIC business. Because, right, after graduation, I have no job. COVID hit. I have no job. But the thing is, I have a business on hand. I was already starting since 2017. Whereas my friend with a life saving of 15,000, he can only invest 5,000 into the stock market. He couldn't grab as much opportunity as possible as compared to people like us that is in the ENAGIC business. So that's why I feel that the ENAGIC business is really like the driver, or more so like the cash flow for us to not only achieve all the things we want, not only like do our dreams, like strike off our dreams, but it also gives us advantage over our peers. Don't you all agree with me? So really, that's the beauty of being in the ENAGIC business. And my upline always, until this day, will never fail to remind me what's my dreams, what I promised myself, what are the things I said I would do when I will strike my dream list from, and etc. And all my dreams are on Pinterest. So my upline has access to all of it. And because of this process, because of my upline constantly reminding me what is my why factor in being in the ENAGIC business, I was able to keep going on and on. I was able to be super resilient to all the potholes that is in my journey, and that's how I come to where I am now. Plus, actually, ENAGIC is a no-brainer company. You learn once, you learn how to do the demo once, you learn how to do the marketing plan once, and that's it. You can start your business already after that. It's not like insurance. You need to know the new policy. You need to know this, know that. No, ENAGIC business, you don't need all of this. So I think that's the secret sauce of how each leaders today are where they are now. They are able to be motivated themselves. At the same time, they are able to keep motivating their downlines to be in the business. So this is what my upline does to me, and since I am the product of what my upline did to me, I do it back to my downline. So there's a duplication process. It's very important for us to constantly inspire our downline, and to do that, you must know their why factor. So this is, I think, one of the secret sauce that everyone here can take away from today. And actually, right, why don't, let's just do this very simple exercise. Why don't everyone type in what are your why factors in being in ENAGIC. And I want y'all, right, not only when you type, I want y'all to also focus on your downlines, what they are writing, so that you can constantly motivate them. And at the same time, you yourself can also participate so that your downlines, your uplines can motivate you. So you can PM them, or you can write it out to everyone so everyone else can see it. So yeah, so this business is all about being in sync. It's about building a team. And I think the culture is very healthy, because your downline success is your success. My downline success is my success. My success is my upline success. So it's really like the culture is very healthy. I feel that the culture is really very healthy. So, and it doesn't stop there, you know, after you know the why factor, you should then be like an inflator. So what I mean by this, you know, like inflating a balloon. So that's what you have to do. If you want to grow your team, right, it's not just the why factor. You must also be an inflator. So what I mean by this is when your downlines come to you, they tell you, Eileen, it has been so tough. Eileen, like I'm facing all of this. This is not working. The sales didn't go through. I'm so discouraged. They tell you all of this. Let them do it. Let them punch you. Be their punching bag. Let them punch you. Let them throw their frustration at you. And then you inflate them back. You inflate them back by reminding them that what they've told you before, what are their dreams, what are the things they want to achieve by the end of the day. Make them go through their dreams with you all over again until they remember why they are with you today. So basically, what I've been doing is I've been constantly reminding them, keeping them inspired to once again go on and on and on. And you know, for me to do that, I must know what's their why factor. So, you know, if your why is very big, right? There's no such thing as being fearful. There's no such thing as limiting belief, limiting potential, inferiority, lack of confidence. No, there's no such thing because nothing can deter someone from really achieving what they truly want in their life. Correct? So actually, a lot of people want a lot of different things. Just from this chat section right now, we can see that there are a lot of people wanting a lot of different things. So yeah, that's why I think that is the secret sauce for me being a 6A2 right now. And before I end my talk, I don't have much time. Before I end my talk, I just want to highlight what my most recent builder said to me. And she's also here in this Zoom right now. So she said this to me 2 days ago. And whoever you are, you know I'm talking about you. You said that I want to just keep doing. 3,000 people reject me, also never mind. I just want to make it. My downline said this to me, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the power of knowing your why. With a strong why, your downline, your upline will not only do whatever it takes to learn everything it needs to be successful in the ENAGIC business, but they will also do whatever it takes to get there. So to be a leader, must not only inflate your downline, but you must also constantly inspire them to dream of doing big things until there's no going back. And okay, to end my presentation, just like what Albert Einstein said, the mind that opens to new things never returns to its original size. So yeah. Okay, so that's my end of my sharing, and back to you, MC.
Thank you so much, Lin. Wow, I love that quote from Albert Einstein. I've never heard it before. The mind that, can you repeat that for me? Oh, the mind that expands to absorb new things never returns to its original size. Can you say that again?
Yes. So the mind that opens to a new idea, it can never return to its original size. So what I mean by that is like, if your downline kept dreaming of doing all of these big things, achieving all of this, and it's very doable because of how ENAGIC is paying us, they can never come back to their original way of doing things. They cannot come back.
Thank you so much. I love that quote so much. Don't you love that quote?
Oh, amazing.
I love that. No? Is that why my head's so big? Is it?
Wow.
Well, you know, Eileen talked about so incredibly amazing points. You know, you guys need a why, a strong why that will push you to do things that you can't imagine yourself doing. When you have this why, you will just go places, ladies and gentlemen. And not only that, you know, Eileen amazes me with her compassion for her team members. You know, she's always talking about her team members, and she's always talking about her upline as well, her sponsor, and how her sponsors always help. This is amazing. You know, the upline's so compassionate, she's so compassionate, and then it goes on and on. Isn't that right, Nick?
That's amazing. So
yeah,
this business, sometimes even if you are young, your mind will say that I know how, nobody will help me. But you have a team, you have your upline, you have your upline, you have the company. It's a teamwork. Amazing,
It is
amazing.
amazing. And definitely you have your team members as well. You got to help them. You got to nurture them. You got to help them grow their minds as well.
All right, we should give her a round of applause.
Let's give her a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked Eileen's talk, all right, type MEL into the group chat, Mel, Mok Eileen, so she can see that she's actually gotten so much appreciation from you guys. Look at that, Eileen, amazing. Wow, that's just spamming. That's, wow.
Let us keep spamming hers. Thank you, and thank you. So before we go for our lunch, but we have one more young and dynamite. See, not just female are powerful, male are powerful as well. So this the next sharing, our next speaker is all the way from overseas, Sarawak. So you can hear his story. He don't come in as normal because there are some health issues, but because of the parent and he himself has a mind of a winner. So again, they don't live on excuses. A lot of people, when they say, maybe I'm not well, maybe I don't know how to talk, maybe I got no this. No, winners do not live on excuses, even though your excuses are legitimate. So without further ado, let's put our hand or put your feet or put your whatever in your hand and clap as loud as you can. Let's welcome Mr. Kenny Kong.
Hi everyone. Hi, good morning. Hi, thanks Nicholas, thanks Mingwei. And first, I would like to thank all the leader today on sharing. Okay, all of you is very good. All of your sharing, let me learn a lot. Actually, I'm not very special guys, and all of you also, all of the leader, I learned a lot from you. Okay, actually today I want to sharing a loser story. Okay, not a winner story. Why I want to share a loser story? Because actually I can be the 6A in 2 years ago. Okay, really, I can be the 6A in 2 years ago, but I give out in 2 years ago. Actually, in 2 years ago, I only 30 more machine become the 6A. But why I give out? Because I gave many and many difficult time in my past. Actually, I know this machine in 2013. I drink this water from 2013, and that time I only 14 years old, and I have started sharing this Kangen water machine to many and many friends with my father, and sharing to my father customer, and we have started sell some machine. And from 2013 to 2016, I have with my father doing the demo and sell over 100 machines. But after that, I diagnosed the cancer. And I cannot do anything anymore. So I just stay in home and doing the protocol for around half years. And after that, my cancer is normal already. And I start doing this business. Okay, I'm start doing this business. And when I doing this business, I cannot like the few years ago because I stay in home for many years. I'm not talking to everyone, so I'm lost the talking. Cannot talking with many people. But after that, I'm luckily I meet my team members. My two team members were born. One is 50 plus years old, is already doing the direct selling in other company for 10 more years. And my classmate was born, and we start doing this business, sharing to many and many people. But what we get is reject, and reject. Just like the last speaker, she said, we get many reject and many reject, but we continue sharing. And in 2019, I have already have 80 machine already. I almost is already just 20 more machine, but I have lose most of the team member. Most of the team members stop doing sales because in my energy journey, I have not doing many personal sales. All of the sales is from group sales, and after my group sales is stopped, I don't know what to do. And just like 1 year, nothing to do in 2019. But after the COVID comes, 2020, I'm coming back to doing this business because we every day stay in homes and we have a lot of time to connect with my team members, with my old customer, and we start sharing on Zoom. And I just want to help many people to drink the water and get help. It's simple. It's help people to get help by drinking the water. So my classmate, one of my classmates, his mother, after drinking this water, he lung cancer, stage 4 lung cancer, already did do the chemo, and the doctor say he only have 1 more year to stay. But after drinking this water for 3 months, 3 months only, after drinking this water for 3 months, his mother lung cancer is no more. So this gives me a lot of confidence to help many people. So we continue sharing. And one of most important thing is you need to connect with your team members. You need to listen your team member, what your team member are thinking, not just your thinking, you know. So in the last year, I finished my last 20 machine. I finished my last 20 machine and become a 6A. Okay, so I'm 21 years old. I can be the 6A. I believe you also can. And I also want to thank you all the leaders, my father Dennis and Mr. Chin, Edward, Mr. Chua, and Samsia and Cynthia and Bernard, all of you. You give us a lot of the support to teach us how to sharing this amazing water to many people. So actually, it's just a few things. The first thing is you have to believe in this water. You have to love the Kangen. If you don't believe this, you don't love Kangen, how can your customer love the machine? How can your customer to drink this water? And the second things, you have to action more and more and get reject more and more and get reject. And the third thing, you have to build your team. You have to connect with your leader, connect with your team, and you have to thank you. The last thing is you have to thank you every day. Everything happen, you have to thank you, because why? Everything happen in our life is a journey for us. Okay, if every day everything is going very success, is no more fail, our life is not a best life for us. Okay, so the last thing I want to say is every business need to work hard. Please fight for your business. Don't wait until you are old and cannot walk already, then sit at the chair of the park and talk to your friend. If I have fight when I am young, then right now I was success. How I was success now? It's too late. So do fighting now and get your success. Thank you. I'm Kenny. I'm 21 years old. If I can be 6A, I believe you also can. Thank you. It's a short sharing now. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Kenny. Ladies and gentlemen, if you loved Kenny and what he shared, type KK into the group chat right now. KK, I want you to show your appreciation for Kenny.
Wow, Kenny.
Now, Kenny, you absolutely blow my mind, man. Can you imagine it? He had the tumor in the brain and he's right now 21 years old. He beat that. And not only that, he's 21 years old and he's a 6A.
What is 6A?
6A is our top ranking in ENAGIC.
Yeah, how much? If you don't mind, off the record, I'm not a claim to be income claim, just for understanding. If a person like Kenny started from 0, become a 6A, how much roughly accumulated income?
Tell me, you tell.
I think about 200 over 1,000. Is that true?
Wow.
It's amazing, right? For a young age of 25 years old, 21? Wow, 21, 25, whatever it is, all are young. Imagine, young girl, young boy. How many of you that are in the business right now that